Everything on this board is the system we use to generate 40k in revenue in the first week of January. Incidentally, not applying everything on this board was the reason my last business failed. No matter how much input I put into the business, because I didn't understand the concept of leveraged marketing, my last business failed. Now, you'll have to excuse the poor artwork, but what I'm going to go through with you here, if you apply correctly, will change the way that you will use Instagram to generate leads. And if you're not using Instagram to generate leads at all, I'm going to make it make perfect fucking sense for you as well. So the only way anyone's ever going to buy anything from you is if you get them over a zone of trust where they feel like they know, like, and trust you enough to pay for your services. Whatever those services may be, you are not going to walk up to someone on the streets having never fucking met them and get them to pay you money. It's like, would you ever walk up to a girl in the bar and immediately ask for her number? No, you'd never ever do that. What you do is you'd build up some familiarity with them, show that you're like them, etc., get them into a zone of trust, and then you do it. It's the exact same thing with marketing. So you have 3 primary marketing assets that you can use and conversion assets that you can leverage. The first being C, content, the second being LG, lead generation, and third being sales. A leveraged marketing system is a system where each of these conversion assets is working exponentially harder than in a non-leveraged system. This means that the application of those assets, i.e. content that speaks directly to your ICP, lead generation that talks directly to your ICP, and sales that convert to your ICP, when you have those working correctly, you don't need to apply that much of them to get your ideal client profile into a zone of trust where they will pay, okay? Now, where 99.9% of people are, and where I was in my last business that failed, is that you're using those conversion assets, you're producing content, okay? You're doing lead generation, you're doing sales, but you're doing it to a non-ICP, or you haven't even decided on your ICP, or you don't understand the pain points of your audience. You have to fucking know your audience inside and out. That does not mean that the traditional sort of fitness bullshit of, I help men over the age of 35 who are doing this. No. An ICP, for me, consists of familiar pain points. It's a demographic or a group of people who are suffering the same problems across board. And that is going to be really evident when we get here, okay? Because you don't just have to leverage marketing, you have to leverage the delivery of your service as well. And you cannot leverage the delivery of your service if you're delivering a different fucking service to everybody because you're solving different pain points. So the idea of leveraged marketing can only work in congruence with the leveraged delivery of your service. This is all going to make perfect sense, trust me. So you use the content, lead generation, the sales, but it doesn't get your ideal client profile or lack thereof into a zone of trust where they pay, okay? So you have no money. So what do? You go, well, I know I need to produce content, I know I need to do lead generation, and I know I need to book sales calls. So what am I going to do? Okay, well, I'm going to double down. So I have my content asset, let me make more. I have my lead gen, let me do more. I have my sales, let me run more ads. So you pump ads to try and get more people onto sales calls. What else do? Pushy sales, aggressive marketing, just to get your non-ICP just touching the zone of trust so that they pay you. Now your business, even from a basic scale perspective, from the marketing side of things, is half as scaled as this business here. But now you have other problems. You've got a non-optimized profile into a service that should be, if it's working properly, designed to deliver a problem from you to many, a one-to-many solution. That is the purpose of online service-based businesses, is to have an effective one-to-many solution. You cannot deliver one-to-many if the many are all fucking different people. Here's what else is going to happen. This client is either going to take twice as much time from you to deliver the same service as this client, but they also took twice as much time to find them as this client, but they're going to clog up the delivery of your service, or they're going to hate what you do and trigger a refund, and they're not going to get a result. The thing I've purposely missed off here, the most powerful thing for getting people into a zone of trust where they buy, is social proof. Social proof is proof that you can get the result for the target client. You are never going to get social proof from a non-ICP. You're just going to get quick cash. And quick cash is the quickest way to go fucking broke. So what is the answer? Well, you have to know who your ICP is. We have many videos on how to do that on this channel. So please check them out if you're here and you don't know how to do that. But what we need to do is we need to find harmony between your offer and your ICP. Your offer is your promise to the market. Your ICP is your ideal client profile. If these two do not meet in synergy, you are not going to have a leveraged marketing system. A leveraged marketing system system is where you are at the center, and on the marketing, you are effectively communicating one-to-many. And on the delivery of the service, you're effectively delivering the service one-to-many. Oh, well, Hal, I don't want to go for a niche. I want to have a broad market so I can deliver my marketing to more people. Great. Yeah, you can maybe talk to more people's potential interests, but the niche is so broad that it has no depth. And if you have no depth in your messaging, if you have no depth in the way you communicate pain points, if you have no depth in the social proof, if you cannot communicate to who your clients and your prospective clients really are, you will never sign them up. So yes, you can do lots of marketing, but how can that marketing be leveraged if it's not speaking to an ICP? It isn't. The marketing won't work. You'll be pumping content out, 3 best chest exercises, how to lose weight quickly before. It's not fucking talking to anybody. That shit worked 4, 5, 6, 7 years ago. As market saturation has increased, the need for you to specify has massively increased as well. So what we need to do is effectively communicate your message to a group of people who all share the same struggles, the same problems, and are from a roughly comparable demographic or psychographic. That means that the many that you market to, you will also be able to give a leveraged service to. A leveraged service is where I don't just coach Kenny one-to-one and do 1 PT session. It's where I've got 200 Kennys on my program, all wanting to get the same results, all having the same issues, and all being from a roughly similar group of people. What does that mean? It means I don't have to treat Kenny as a fucking anomaly every time he walks through the door. I've dealt with hundreds of him before because I've got hundreds of templates to deal with him. I've got hundreds of programs to deal with him. So I can bring him onboard him into my system, and he won't take up that much time from me. And you know what's great is that I take the social proof that Kenny gets me and I market it to more fucking Kennys. That is leveraged marketing. Leveraged marketing is marketing that speaks en masse to a specific group of people about a specific problem that you are going to solve. That is how you continue to bring clients through the door. Those who fail to understand this, like I failed to understand it, those who cannot find congruence between their offer and their ICP, those who don't have a leveraged system of delivery and a leveraged system of marketing are bound to fail. Because if you grow the field with which you harvest leads from, okay, either a greater or at a slower rate than your ability to convert those leads into clients, your business will fail. If you try and speak to too many people, you'll speak to nobody, your business will fail. If you create a business that delivers a great result, every time someone comes through your door, they have a different fucking problem, your business will fail. Or it'll get capped at 3 to 4K a month, which is what loads of people do when they come into work with us. This is all you need to work on. This diagram here, one-to-many marketing and one-to-many service delivery, and fucking getting great at that. And this diagram is how you do it. So if you haven't subscribed, do. And if you want to see the most powerful 10 minutes of your fucking life, check out the video in the caption.